Janganlah gitu.
Habis macam mana?
Habis
Okey lah.
Okey, santai.
Beri salam dulu, beri salam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okeylah. Kita actually selalu gini ada kamera je awkward.
Aku tak awkward. Aku
penipu sah.
Aku
Kita okey.
Ya ke? Habis korang berbual lah biasa. Aku berbual lah. Okeylah.
Okeylah.
Okay,
So
kau nak aku berbual santai ke?
Santai.
Okay. Assalamualaikum semua. Sihat?
salam.
Yang tengok tu sihat. Okay. So first and foremost, aku ada satu teka-teki untuk korang.
Sila.
Dalam banyak ya apa?
Orang kalau tak tengok video tu orang tak tahu.
Jawab.
Tapi dia punya muka.
Jawab.
Aku tak tahu.
Jawab.
Stop lah.
Aku okay, in case siapa yang tak dengar soalan tu tadi, aku cakap lagi Pasal dia tak ada subtitle. Okay, there will be no subtitle. So aku tanya lagi. Dalam banyak-banyak ini apa? Jawab. Dah.
Cepatlah. Cepat.
Okay lah. Kita
memperkenalkan diri dulu.
Ladies first lah.
Ladies apa ni?
Ladies first.
Okay. So I'm Fatimah. I'm from FAATHIMAHFAKHRUDDINPROPERTIES. So kita kat sini for myself to educate our community, our age group, and also to share lah buah fikiran yang kita ada sama-sama, whether kita agree ke tak agree ke, we can lontarkan, then kita boleh share lah dengan each other, and then we see what's our common grounds on it lah. So that's for myself. So yourself?
Kau dulu lah.
Muda orang kan aku hormat yang tu.
Okay, sama-sama.
Okay.
Sama.
1, 2, 3.
Nama saya Aziz.
Nama saya pun Haziq.
Jawab.
Okay, Haziq yang ni.
Okay, so nama saya Haziq Halim. I think some of you guys may have seen me before. Some of you guys may have not. But yeah, I'm Haziq Halim and I'm also the owner of His Therapy. His Therapy is a company where kita buat, technically I'm the only one who I do bekam, be it dry cupping or wet cupping. And also a little bit of massage. Not massage but massage. Kau suka
Massage. Okay,
dia kira macam animasi kacau Jack Victor.
Okay, then.
Yeah, so that's about it. Haziq.
Okay, so I am Haziq Aiman. So I am representative daripada Tasnim Islamic Entertainment. Kita we do wedding services from kompang to DJ to the widespread to nasyid.
Sekarang dah start balik lah semua dah boleh buat semua kan.
That's the thing. That's a good thing for us. It's a good thing for us. So from our side, we have a wide range of guys
services.
Under us. Wide range of services, and our group, it goes I think about a good 14 years already. Tasnim has been around for about 14 years lah. Sorry. 18 years. Sorry, nampak. Sebenarnya saya seram. Zik, Fatimah, saya seram sebab bos belakang. Kalau cakap salah
kau jangan formal sangat dengan aku boleh?
Tak ada. Habis nak panggil apa?
Panggil kau aku je lah. Kau awak saya pula.
Tak ada, saya ni.
Okay.
Dia segan dengan bos.
Saya segan dengan bos kan. Okay, sorry. Kita have been around for 18 years. I'm so sorry. So kita dah bersatu padu for 18 years. Kita bernasyid, kita berkerompang, kita we do
bermaharaja lela lah.
Okay, fun fact.
Go ahead.
Actually, Tasnim was my kompang and also my DJ MC for my wedding.
Okay.
Dah kahwin?
Dah.
Alamak. Okay, but I don't remember going for your wedding because
that
probably
time
I'm
belum,
like batch number.
Yeah, that time you belum masuk MBS.
Yeah, I pelapis.
So,
asal MBS? Apa MBS
Yalah, belum kenal lah. You were not in Tasnim yet, right, that time.
Okay. Okay lah.
Okay. So actually
dah.
asal kita tiga kat sini together.
Okay. So I'm sure korang pun dah nampak kat belakang ni. It's called Setuju Tak Setuju, and I'm sure aku pun pasti yang some of you guys also dah tahu the existence of Setuju Tak Setuju STS ni dari sejak 1 year ago, sejak tahun lalu. Where this Setuju Tak Setuju page on Instagram has been following some of you guys, and you guys also followed back. There was some orang kata stories has been posted since a year ago, but we kept kept quiet because we were in orang kata in work in progress lah. So we all been trying to come up with something that really makanan sampai. Makanan sampai.
Tak payah cakap good. Aku ada try nak
Makan santai sangat. Okay.
Makan.
Sila.
Kerja makan. Baju friendship. Okay. So macam aku cakap, since a year ago korang pun dah nampak kita been following you guys and you guys been following us back and we've been posting stories. So the reason why kita took so long to finally come up with this because we literally like all of us were like working in progress. Kita cuba sedaya upaya nak hasilkan satu karya yang orang kata yang terbaik lah untuk semua, untuk yang boleh mendatangkan manfaat untuk semua.
Betul. So I guess it has been a year-long project yang kita semua have been sama-sama kita working hard and finding different kind of inputs. Like saya tadi macam tak teringat kalau
saya.
Sorry. Aku tak teringat kalau kau ada explain ke tak, tapi yes, the whole purpose of us being here is to throw out topics yang maybe it's taboo, maybe it's
controversial,
but to an extent whereby we are not trying to impose. The whole purpose of Setuju Tak Setuju is also to we are not trying to impose any forms of judgment or whatsoever. We are just sharing. It's just a safe space for us to. Hello, I'm talking. Hello, friend.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Lapar
Tak setuju.
Lapar. Tak setuju. Saya setuju lapar.
Okay.
Lapar. Sila.
So okay, boleh tak Fatimah kau explain what's the concept of this Setuju Tak Setuju sebenarnya?
Okay, so basically for this first round kita macam take it light lah, more of getting to know each other, and then for yourself also to kenal kita lebih rapat so that you are more comfortable listening to us. But we understand not everyone boleh terima content kita for the first time kan, so it takes some time to warm up. So for the first week is more light, but for the weeks coming after this will be more of discussions because we are all from different walks of life. We've been through different things, so kita dah ada certain opinions that we might not be willing to change tau. So for different topics, our approach in things will be different. So but the thing is, this is a safe space for you to lontarkan your opinions. So kalau katakan memang is not a well popular or well received opinion even by the mass kan, it's fine. You can still talk about it.
Kita semua pun we might not agree with each other, right?
Amongst us pun kita mungkin tak akan agree because lagi different walks of life lah, different experience, different phases of life right now. Jadi kalau that's the whole idea for us to like lontarkan kita punya opinions, and then we see lah whether we setuju ke tak setuju, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day because we are still together as community trying to bring each other up lah.
Because we have the younger generation and the slightly not so young one lah, sebab maybe
asal bila not so young tunjuk me.
No, because from a 27-year-old like sorry I am terus. Jadi jujur. So from a perspective of my generation, the 20s or maybe mid 20s, late 30s, between 20s to 30s lah kan, kita have a different opinion. Kalau orang yang 40
lain lah, dia punya acuan dia lain sikit.
Acuan.
Sorry bukan 40.
45.
Alah, sorry. Salah. Aku saya.
Tapi betul 45?
Ha?
Serius?
Mana dia bilang?
Geli.
Okay, tapi betul juga lah apa Fatimah cakap tu betul. Like the idea of this is kita akan do a lot of discussion in times to come. Tapi apa yang kita nak korang semua yang menonton ataupun tengok video ni, kita nak korang tengok dengan minda yang terbuka, dengan lapangkan dada lah. Okay, pasal kita will be talking about things yang mungkin pada kefahaman korang is berbeza dengan kefahaman kita. In fact macam Haziq cakap, in fact between the three of us pun ataupun dengan orang-orang lain pun, kita sendiri akan ada orang kata pendapat yang berbeza. Tapi macam aku kasih korang satu example. Macam kita ada satu gelas. Okay, gelas tu is separuh penuh. So aku boleh cakap gelas ni separuh penuh, tapi pada Haziq atau Fatimah cakap ni separuh kosong. Saya dua-dua sama, dua-dua betul. Jadi kita kena tengok benda in a perspektif yang orang kata luas lah, out of the box lah. Betul. Baik tak aku punya teori?
Betul. Actually kita
orang tua ni memang banyak wisdom.
Wisdom tooth.
Okay, take for example Kita dah nak start. Boleh aku
Dia tak payah nak start ke tak start, dia start je. Go je.
penat lah.
Start. Apa
Okay,
example?
kita nak start example. For example, nowadays kita banyak we see a lot of violence in this day and age.
Okay.
Like in this day and age, kita nampak a lot of violence going on, be it from the younger generation to the older generation. But maybe specifically, if one thing that we can touch today, maybe other topics can touch another day, but something that's very prevalent in this day and age is what is
Domestic
violence. There you go.
Okay.
Aku nak cakap household actually. Household violence busy.
Salah.
Salah.
Cara penggunaan dia
Sorry.
Household, okay.
Kita domestic violence.
Wow, okay.
Yes, it is very very prevalent. It's scary to a certain
Okay, actually
extent.
kita nak bawa satu video ni kan. Satu viral story ni. Cakap je lah.
Aku tak nak cakap sebenarnya.
Asal tak boleh
cakap
cakap?
je lah.
I mean,
Okay,
it's already
okay.
out there.
Okay lah, okay. It's out there.
Yeah,
It's
so
out there.
we are specifically talking about Lesti, the Indonesian celebrity who's going through a tough time now.
Okay.
It's very sad to tengok like all the videos and all that. Kita tak kenal dia personally, but to see that, kita macam it's sedih lah. As a lady, dah rasa macam sedih gila. Sebab tu, I feel that what she's going through, she doesn't deserve that at all, and nobody deserves it. No matter your status, no matter what
No doubt.
trigger, you don't deserve that. So that's one thing that we want to talk. But you see, that's in a bigger scale as a celebrity.
Yeah.
Tapi banyak yang terjadi
Of course,
kat orang-orang
definitely.
biasa
But
kan.
you see, that's the thing. Kita talk about an action always comes with a reaction. Definitely, whatever that happened to her is the reaction of whatever that. See, it's a reaction of something, you know. So.
Sekejap. Tahu tak kenapa dia react that way?
I know.
Okay.
I do.
Want to be on the
Okay,
safe
no.
side,
So let's just put it out there.
Okay.
She found out that the husband. How long have they been married? I'm not sure.
Tak kisahlah berapa lama.
Tak
Oh,
kisah.
that's true.
Yang penting diorang dah kahwin lah.
Diorang dah kahwin and things like that. So she found out that her husband was cheating on her,
Okay.
right? And it came from and primarily she found out, she wasn't very happy about it. Dia memberontak lah. I would assume.
So she confronted lah.
She confronted.
Okay.
And ala kulihal kena smackdown, for the lack of the better terms.
Tadi kau cakap that was not the first time dia kantoi kan? Dia pernah
Kantoi tak tahu first
Tapi
time
dia
ke
pernah
tak.
pukul- dia
Tapi
pernah pukul Lesti
pukul,
before.
apparently there have been allegations made. This is
Okay.
allegations that allegedly he has done this many times lah.
But this is the first time it has been
It has
brought
been
to the court of law.
reported lah, because this was bad. She was like right
Okay,
now.
aku tak tahu dia punya severity macam mana.
It's
Aku
very
read it
bad.
on-
Tadi aku tengok lah, aku nampak.
Her neck apparently is badly fractured or something
Dia
along
punya-
those
Oh,
lines.
Lord knows.
Habis muka dia dah
Tangan.
lebam-lebam. Tangan
Yeah.
dia dah sini dah patah, and then it's like swelling.
Alamak.
Yeah.
Wait, so literally I heard stories that dia punya husband picked her up and threw her somewhere.
Yeah.
Duk.
They use the word banting, but we cannot. I mean, the word itself.
banting bantal duk. Aku banting.
Banting tulang.
Itu cari rezeki yang halal.
Tengoklah dia buat main.
Korang ni kan.
Dia buat main.
Aku stress tau kat sini. Bahuan you.
Engkau nanti aku banting.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, tak okay. Macam kau cakap tadi ni. Like
Oh yeah, so macam it came to a point like aku dengar lah. Maybe it's hearsay, maybe because ni semua again it's social media. A lot of things can be thrown out there. Sama ada dia benar ke tidak. It's to each its own. Salah ke? Betul eh? To each its own lah.
Betul.
You know how a person, whatever a person wants to say on social media, it's as such lah. But I wouldn't know how true it is. But I heard that dia rabak ah. You know,
Okay.
kena
What part don't you know how true it is?
like okay, first of all, I don't know how bad her injuries were,
Okay.
but I know it's detrimental to the point whereby dia kena duduk hospital lama lah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is also the first time yang it has been brought to light in a sense whereby
To the
brought to the court of law,
authorities lah.
to the authorities lah.
Yeah.
But this happens in Indonesia. Does anybody know what happened to the husband?
As of now,
Yeah.
going through trial lah. I think they are still investigating, and then eventually he will have to go to trial, and then worst case scenario he will have to be ni lah incarcerated lah.
Okay.
Sebab one thing, I think he have the option to be incarcerated atau bayar fine lah. But
Which-
I think if he can't, I mean allegedly
Okay.
he doesn't have much to his name, but I'm not
Okay.
sure how true this is. This was on
of
social
course, of
media.
course.
But Yeah. Anyway, whether or not you pay the
Yeah,
fine or
okay, here's the
incarcerated,
thing, here's
the
the thing.
damage has been done. See.
Yeah. Kau dah cakap dah?
No,
Okay.
no.
So here's the thing. I'm on. Wah. I
you
don't.
see, the
I don't.
thing is, when it comes to domestic violence, the act of it, you cannot agree or not agree.
I'm
that
not
is
saying.
wrong. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Okay,
So-
violence
so
as a whole.
As a whole,
wrong,
correct.
right?
So
It's wrong.
more of to how it's being brought to light and the severe, the focus and the seriousness on this because they are celebrity.
Of course, yes.
And then
Yeah, but I'm saying that you have maybe we have to see on both sides of the field.
Yeah, correct.
Some other maybe why we don't know. Okay, like I said, it's everything. Though the thing happened in Indonesia. Though.
Yeah, betul.
Like we don't know, you know.
Mm.
Lagi-lagi somewhere orang luar negeri daripada kita. Yes, again I don't advocate it, but macam if you were to think about it that way, we don't know what they were going through. Sama ada dia buat salah ke tak buat salah. As in we don't know whether Lesti did something wrong. I'm not saying that she did, but I'm just saying that, like I said, a reaction always comes from an
Yeah.
action.
Pada
You know
aku
what I
is simple lah. There will always be cause and effect. So kalau macam as simple as macam orang dulu kata pokok takkan goyang kalau tak ada angin. You know. So pada aku macam Aziz pun cakap tu betul. Like kita sekarang kita dengar apa yang dikemukakan to the social media, to the world, is that the husband cheated, she confronted the husband not happy, the husband pukul dia, banting dia, ended up she's injured. Okay, and the husband is going to probably remand or lock up or whatsoever. But kita pun tak tahu, like maybe kita tak tahu cara dia confront tu macam mana. Kita
Yeah,
tak tahu
that's
That's my
for
point.
sure.
That's my
Okay.
point. That's my point.
kata dia sebagai pasal kau kena fikir lelaki ni kita temperamental macam mana pun kita akan tunduk kalau orang tak trigger kita. Speaking from my own point of view lah, my experience.
Okay, fair.
So katakan aku temperamental macam mana pun, aku hot headed macam mana pun, kalau kau datang aku dengan cara macam
ada cara lah.
ada cara lembut, aku takkan, itu switch takkan on. Okay. Tapi kalau kau datang aku dengan cara macam kurang ajar, kau datang macam engkau apa ni, aku confirm tripnya.
Triggered lah.
Bila aku triggered, bila aku being someone is very temperamental, aku takkan fikir apa akan terjadi masa apa akan terjadi kemudian. Aku cuma tahu aku nak lepaskan geram aku. I don't care in whatever ways.
Salah siapa tu? Honest.
Pada
Think about it.
pada aku lah, kalau kau nak ego, okay, kalau kau tengok dari pandangan seorang yang egoistik,
Okay.
salah orang yang confront lah cara dia. Tu yang masuk aku.
Tapi sama
We
ada.
are talking about regardless of what has been done.
Yeah,
We're not
that-
talking
no,
about
yeah.
specifically
Correct.
Tak kisah.
cheating ke, apa
kisah.
ke,
Yeah,
apa
yeah,
tak.
yeah, yeah.
Because there has been domestic violence where dia tak cheat pun. It's just a
course.
random day
Yeah,
yang
betul.
dia trigger
Salah
pun,
hari lah.
pun kena
Yeah,
salah
yeah.
hari.
Yeah.
So itu lagi satu broad
Yeah, it's
broad
a
punya
big
ni lah.
can
It's
of worms.
Seriously, we are stepping
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
on-
Cool waters.
on correct.
Macam
correct.
okay, kalau kau nak touch on like macam not as it doesn't involve cheating. Aku saw a video of I'm sure it has been going on Instagram. I think it was on SG Wall ke Mothership. I can't remember which page. But this family of Bangladeshi nak celebrate anaknya birthday. Okay?
Oh yeah.
So, so when dia filming,
Aku tak tengok video tu.
engkau tak apalah, nanti aku tunjuk kau.
Jadi salah.
Kau try search boleh?
trigger
Kau
dia
try search
ke?
boleh? Kau try search.
Okay, jap,
Kau try search. Aku cerita kat orang. So aku just bilang kau dulu lah. So nanti kau tengok kau nak faham. Dia so macam ada 3 orang.
TikTok ke Instagram?
Kau
Internet aku cakap.
kau try tengok. Aku tak ingat. Tapi yeah. So macam 3. So this family of 3 celebrate anak lelaki ni birthday. So he was filming loh. Nak ambil gambar padahal. So the husband just entered the frame and just slapped the wife. Reason being pasal she lighted up the candle before he arrived. Tu yang aku agree dengan kau, like domestic violence doesn't have to be involved.
Yeah.
Doesn't involve cheating.
Yeah.
Doesn't have
Yeah.
to be involved with, because macam kadang-kadang third party lah.
Yeah.
They can be involved with, and this kind of thing
Tak ada angin, tak ada ribut
tak ada
lah
angin, tak ribut. Kalau
kadang-kadang.
itu aku setuju, lelaki itu bermasalah lah. Like setakat candle ni kau boleh cakap, kau boleh matikan pun candle dulu. Lepas tu kau boleh start balik. Tapi kadang-kadang domestic violence also occurs when there is no communication, there is no orang kata understanding between the both party, financial issue.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, pasal pada aku domestic violence happen when
You're stressed up lah.
you're stressed out. And one thing pada aku, being in a marriage, okay, you can be someone's wife, you can be someone's husband, but most importantly, you need to be the person's best friend. Ya, pada aku itu. Pasal kalau kau tak anggap dia macam best friend, kau tengok dia sebagai partner, kau will feel okay, macam kau kawan aku. Kau
tak ada, aku dah try search. Dia ada gambar dia.
Okay, tak apa, nanti aku try search lepas ni. So macam okay, you being my friend, as long as you have that title friend, aku will definitely share a little bit of my stories with you.
Of course.
Because pasal aku ada that trust, aku have that comfort. I feel comfortable with you.
Okay.
But if aku tak rasa kau sebagai kawan, just maybe rakan sekerja, ataupun client, ataupun just probably having relationship on a professional level.
Okay.
Maybe we just stick at our intention of the bond being created and nothing else.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, since our topic kita started off with domestic violence, you say, and keeping in mind whatever you said, kau kena jadi best friend, you have to be a best friend of your partner, gini. How do you?
Why do I feel this is directed to me? Okay.
No. Of course not. No, like,
Continue.
relax. Tak, as in, okay. So my first part of my question is, how do you define domestic violence? Sama ada it's marriage sahaja, atau sebelum kahwin, atau bila
for
masa
the word
boyfriend.
itself, domestic violence is bila dah kahwin. But if it happens before, what are you still doing with
hands? Okay, so
that is
right?
just violence, what?
Correct. That's in a sense, right?
Kan?
In a sense, as in, it's not in a sense. It's exactly that, right? So, like you said, if you want to be best friends with this person, gini. But what happens if domestic violence says domestic violence or just violence as a whole happens before diorang dah kahwin? Because definitely I have seen countless of videos yang sebelum diorang kahwin, wah, jadi perata je.
I feel like if you've really seen that before kau kahwin,
that's a red flag lah.
That's you
a-
gotta
that's-
escape,
that's-
man.
That's a huge.
You have to
huge
understand,
red
bila
flag.
dah kahwin, memang by default I'm not okay because kita agama Islam kan. So by default the man is the head of the household. So they not that they have the power, they have the responsibility to guide you. They have you jangan takut, I know what I'm saying. They have the responsibility to guide you.
Yeah.
They have the responsibility to take care of you.
Okay.
Which all this by definition kan, orang akan salah tafsir into I'm the one who's I can control you.
Okay.
Sugar kau kat bawah tapak kaki aku.
Oh.
But they forget that it comes with a huge responsibility. It comes with macam mana Nabi jaga isterinya semua.
Of
All that
course.
diorang dah tak ingat. Because it comes with apa? Okay, aku jaga kau dengar cakap aku. Kau dah tak boleh ini, kau dah tak boleh itu because you're my wife. Right? That's unfortunately in this modern world it's still happening.
Yep.
And then that's when I bring myself to the point that kalau sebelum kahwin, without that status, a guy can control you and treat you like their property. Bila dah kahwin nanti macam mana?
I understand. But
so it's a red flag.
yeah, I understand. No, see, my point is, is it domestic violence as a whole? No, maybe domestic violence is very narrow.
Very wide.
Yeah, in a sense,
It's not really wide. It's
narrow in a sense whereby, okay,
a lot of
layers. Yes,
Layers,
correct. So
yeah.
people believe that, okay, domestic violence only happens at home. I believe, to me, domestic violence happens even before when you're with somebody itself.
Yalah.
You know, aku banyak sangat kawan yang diorang just buat salah tau. Buat salah kena, cakap salah kena. And sometimes maybe abuse will also be a good word.
Yeah.
Because
correct.
diorang case kalau buat salah.
Sedap aku dengar orang mengunyah.
Huh?
Sedap aku dengar orang mengunyah.
Oh, kau dengar orang mengunyah. Alamak. Tak boleh cakap.
Okay,
Jangan.
continue.
Kita go. Susah.
Kadang.
So like kita ni macam, if we like aku have friends, sorry. Like I was saying, aku have friends yang kalau dia buat salah, and these friends of mine are very 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 dependent on their partner. You know what I mean? And orang that time I cannot blame them. You know what I mean? Girly sometimes, but like
It's
cannot lah.
Preference lah.
Preference.
Masing-masing.
So I cannot say much. But when it comes to that, then bila dorang buat salah, partner dorang just macam buat dia ignore, maki, hamun, gini. And the amount of psychological hurt that it inflicts onto somebody, kita will never know, to be very honest. You will never know.
Yeah.
And I feel the psychological hurt is so much more painful and so much more detrimental to a person as compared to physical. I'm not saying physical is not,
which is, pada aku, kalau kau is experiencing that before marriage, you gotta get out of it, man. Because bila dah kahwin, kau bukan nak layan laki kau je tau, your husband je tau. There's a lot of other factors in your life moving forward lepas wedding. Wedding is just the easiest part to get to deal with. Lepas dah kahwin to after the wedding, you think saving money for wedding is susah kan? But the life after that, right?
The sustainability,
the difficulties, the challenges. Dah ada anak, alhamdulillah rezeki, but it comes with responsibility and challenges. What?
Okay, so
habis takkan kau nak kasih anak kau tengok kau kena rembat say it's like
betul, correct. You see,
kesian,
and sometimes the audacity to buat to bantai atau to what
in front of the kids,
in front of the kids,
I cannot,
right?
man.
And you
Oh my
question why are the kids like
God.
that, and it's alamak, you know what I mean?
So going back pada aku like kalau
yang Lesti ni dah anak kecil
kalau
yang Lesti tu, she has
Dia pukul depan anak dia.
okay, that one I don't know, but they have a young child. Tak salah dia pun budak tu belum under 1 year if I'm not wrong. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
pada aku, kalau macam apa Haziq dah cakap tadi tu, kalau macam sebelum kahwin dah nampak ini, then true enough lah, like you have to walk out the relationship by all means lah kan. Pasal at the end of the day, kau kena ingat yang kau punya keselamatan diri tu hak diri kau, bukan hak orang lain. So
Betul.
so kalau sebelum kahwin je dia dah berani sentuh tangan. Apa jadi kalau kau dah kahwin duduk satu rumah where no one knows what's going on in that house? You know?
Okay, tapi jujur
Nak kahwin.
this may
Nak kahwin juga.
tak, sabar. This is
Kau kaki pukul.
relax. Salah. Salah.
Kau
Salah. Salah, duduk.
Habis kau nak pukul
Salah.
dia kenapa?
Domestic violence.
Salah, tapi-
apa. Habis kasih dia
Kan?
habis sentence lah.
Kita aku lupa.
Sekarang kau tengok lah.
Tadi kita cakap pasal apa?
Kau berbual pasal, aku tak tahu lah. Aku berbual lepas tu kau nak take over.
Yes. This may contradict to whatever I have been saying, but to a certain extent, aku respect orang yang ni macam kalau Lesti lepas ni dia masih stay dengan tu lelaki. Aku respect. Jujur, to me, I don't know about y'all, but aku respect. Because
Aku tak respect, tapi pada aku faham sebab sayang.
Dah ada anak.
sayang dah ada anak. Sayang.
Yeah.
And you know,
But
and because like you said, it happened before though. You know what I mean? And if she still stays, bedek lah in her heart kan. I bet you that okay, provided he doesn't duduk lah. Kalau duduk, aku rasa duduk lama lah kan. Tapi Allahuaklam lah. But then,
tapi pada aku harap dia lebih sayangkan anak dia daripada suami dia. Sebab growing up, okay, I know lah, it's a bit far-fetched lah. It doesn't happen all the time lah. Okay lah, fine.
no lah, I mean it's again your
But
point
I
of view,
wish that dia sayang anak dia more than the husband, because she can sustain herself.
Yeah,
She
betul.
can bring up the child herself very well probably. Hi, I'm Fatimah from FAATHIMAHFAKHRUDDINPROPERTIES. So I'm doing real estate in Singapore. I've been in the industry for almost 3 years. Yes, fresh, new, but at the same time I am always I'm kept abreast with the new measures, the new practices, so I don't have it's easy for me to adapt to actually assist you with your property needs. As of now, as you all know, I think everyone is very well aware right now of the cooling measures that are currently just introduced. So fret not, there are many things that you can do to work around it, and also it's actually there are good benefits to some of you who are not very much affected by the cooling measures. For example, if you're from HDB and you're going into HDB, no issues, it doesn't affect you that much, even though the loan quantum, the LTV, loan to value ratio has decreased by 5%. But when you do the calculation, it's not a significant amount. And if you look at it in a different perspective, your mortgage loan has actually decreased. Maknanya tiap-tiap bulan you bayar lagi kurang sebab you tak banyak loan, which means your interest pun kurang. So better kan kita tak bayar duit bunga banyak-banyak kan. So if you look into it, actually it's a good thing for you. So kalau if you're in a path where you're in an asset progression path, you are affected that currently you ada rumah private, habis you dah jual and you have to tunggu 15 bulan to actually buy a HDB. I think this one is the most crucial one. You are very badly affected. Don't worry, look into your budget. I'm sure after selling you have a very good and healthy cash proceed. We do our calculation, put aside some money for your rental. If you want to go back into HDB, if you're looking back into going to a resale condo, same thing. Look back into your calculations and then it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Do not be very worried about the new cooling measures. Yeah, and if you're a first time buyer, honestly you're not affected very much sebab you still have the grants to help you. You have more than enough grant to actually tide you over for the lesser loan to value ratio. So other than that, a lot of other things that we can explore, a lot of other ideas that we can explore to help with your property needs. So to know more, you can follow me on Fatimah Fakhrudin Properties on Instagram and Facebook, and on TikTok, Agent Fat. So just hit me up there. My number will be 92350650. You can leave a WhatsApp if you are not comfortable with calling, or you can also just call and I'll pick up immediately.
Factor tau, okay. One, pada aku sentimental value, okay, where
Sentimental value of
the
relationship.
relationship.
Okay,
Yes, correct.
okay.
Macam katakan for example, aku dengan Fat, okay. Jadi aku pukul batai dia. Tapi macam we take the situation where we have nothing, okay. Macam kita we have nothing, we are not successful lah. Okay, kita monetary wise kita tak ada. Kita tak ada, orang kata tak ada wealth and stuff. Kita apa yang kita ada, kita kais pagi makan pagi, kais petang makan petang. That kind of thing, you know. Okay. So kalau aku pukul bantai dia pun, okay, there are certain examples where laki dia pukul bantai tapi kenapa perempuan tu stay is one is macam tadi kau cakap, it's being embedded in the mind yang kalau aku sekarang susah, kalau aku keluar dari lagi susah. Okay. Then second is anak-anak. Okay, anak-anak fikir pasal anak-anak. Sekurang-kurangnya dia ni teruk pun aku ada bumbung atas kepala aku. You know?
At least dia ada bapa.
Yes, ada bapa. Third is probably dia macam kadang-kadang, believe it or not, this kind of people I don't know whether orang nak sedapkan hati orang yang the third party in the point of view.
Kalau nak mic kena kat mulut.
Okay. Kau menyampuk aku berbual.
Tak ada.
The spot. Orang tak boleh dengar sama aku.
So macam aku cakap, kadang-kadang orang macam gini, diorang rasa macam susah nak lepaskan. Pasal pada diorang kadang-kadang Dini teruk-teruk pun Dini macam maaf kata macam siak sekali pun, tapi at the same time dia punya kebaikan yang isteri je dia nampak ataupun laki tu dia nampak. Okay, kadang-kadang macam Dini dulu susah senang dengan aku. You know, aku dulu tak ada apa-apa.
Yeah, but that doesn't warrant for you to stay, or that doesn't warrant for you to accept the beating that you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's what we say lah. Tapi what they're going through.
Pasal kita tak rasa apa diorang rasa. Diorang,
it's different.
Okay, aku kasih kau satu fasa ni, korang pernah fahamkan. Okay, aku learn it from, aku rasa kau pun mesti pernah tahu this technique ataupun when we have our theatre rehearsal dulu, we always use this tagline, repeat it over and over again with different emotions. Okay, kau takkan rasa apa yang aku rasa. Sekalipun kau rasa apa yang aku rasa, pasti tidak sama dengan apa yang aku rasa.
Yeah. Ni budak teater ni sebenarnya.
Dini budak teater. Okay. So pada aku initially dulu bila aku recite that, pada aku is just a normal you know, mantra gitu. Tapi bila kita hayati and orang kata selami that fasa, that phrase apa maksud kandungan tersebut is really deep. Like that comes to the peribahasa where berat lagi mata memandang, berat lagi bahu yang memikul. Yeah, so macam kau cakap, that doesn't warrant that person to stay and accept the beating. Tapi kita tak tahu punca ataupun sebab sebenar yang dia nak stay for that marriage, walaupun berkali-kali bertubi-tubi kena pukul, bertubi-tubi kena maki, you know. So kita kalau apa? Okay, kita lagi 10 minit lagi guys.
Berapa lama ni?
So 23 tadi kita start 10 minutes. Aku
Okay
tak
lah,
time tadi.
sudah lah.
Okay, sorry.
So aku
Tapi
time.
kita start lambat.
Okay, start lambat tadi. So macam okay, going back, walaupun kau cakap it doesn't warrant a person to stay atau to accept the beating, tapi kita tak tahu sebenarnya punca sebenarnya, sebab sebenarnya kenapa dia nak stay.
Yes, correct. No, that's the thing. You see, what I said initially was that aku respect them. You see, don't get me wrong. I'm saying all this, walau like I said, it sounds contradicting, but that's the very reason why aku respect them. Kau faham tak? Sebab dorang tahu, like yes, I know that I don't feel what they are feeling, because whatever that they have between the partner is just between themselves je, apa?
Betul.
But even because aku kena kalau aku kena rembat hari-hari kena
Kau
pukul.
victim
kalau
domestic violence.
aku tahu.
Violence. Kau kita.
Keren dengan mama.
Fight apa?
Tak ada.
Hotline. Kita
Tak
stand hotline lah.
ada. Dengar lu.
Aku
Okay, tak ada. Okay, sin like legit aku rasa macam walaupun dorang kena pukul hari-hari, dorang kena rimbat ke, kena abuse in psychologically atau physically, dorang kena abuse, they are still there, and that's the very reason why you are staying. And when we ask them why are you staying, it's because aku sayang dia. Aku kenal dia. Klise lain aku selalu dengar
Lain soalis korang tak faham.
Aku kenal dia dulu.
Okay. So kita dah nak habis ni. So aku nak just sentuh satu benda, walaupun dia terpesong sikit dari kita punya topik domestic violence ni. Tapi since kau dah cakap, sebab bila kau tanya kawan kau, kenapa dia cakap dia sayang. Pada aku, punca dia satu je.
Okay.
Dia tak sayang diri dia lebih.
Alamak.
Yes. Pada aku is
Okay,
itu.
that's true.
Pasal aku hadapi dulu, okay? Where like kita, okay, kalau kita nak ikut secara agama, kita bergantung pada Allah, memang itu sepatutnya. Itu sewajar wajib kau bergantung pada Allah, bukan pada manusia. Tapi pada masa yang sama, pada aku, okay, untuk korang juga kita kena belajar sayangi dan hargai diri kita lebih dahulu. Okay, pasal aku suka example. Kalau kau tak sayang diri kau gantungkan, kau letak kebahagiaan kau pada orang lain dan mengharapkan dialah akan bahagiakan kau. Kalau dia tak bahagiakan kau tidak akan bahagia. Okay? Make sense?
Yep.
Tapi kalau kau sayang diri kau, kau letak diri kau lebih, okay, ke depan, kau hargai diri kau, orang akan sakit hati kau. Confirm, lumrah manusia akan sakit hati manusia lain. Okay? Betul. Tapi sebaliknya, kau calahkan hati dia macam mana pun, dia tetap berpegang teguh yang aku sayang diri aku lebih. Dia akan rasa tekilan, dia akan rasa sakit ni. Tapi dia punya, orang kata he or she will still lean towards herself more. Jadi dia akan support sistem dia kuat pasal dia sayang diri dia.
Okay, faham. And I agree. I agree that
you have to agree with me.
Setuju tak setuju?
Nyampah betul lah orang ini.
Tak
lah,
basically it revolves around self-love. If you haven't found that point where you
I think
actually,
it's unfair. Okay, I'm just going to say I think it's unfair.
Okay, we are not saying that kau kena pukul pasal kau tak sayang diri kau. We are not saying that.
Okay.
But what we are saying is that if it's easier for you to get out of that situation if you know your own value. But the problem is kau kadang-kadang tak tahu value kau sendiri. It's because nobody tells it to you. Kau kena rembat hari-hari, Kau kena rembat hari-hari. Kau kena ni, kau kena tu. You're being tortured, mentally abused. So you have lost that definition of self-worth. Faham tak?
Yeah, but okay, you see, I'm not speaking from a point of a victim, but I'm speaking from a point of it's because we love ourselves enough that, and sometimes it has reached a point that, you know, kita dah sayang diri kita sangat to a point kita lupa diri, and we want to return that love to other people, and kena orang macam gini. Kau faham tak? Macam kau kena, maybe it's situational basis.
Yeah, I think so
situational
too.
basis. But there's no right or wrong, right? But I feel that if you want to prioritize yourself and your own feelings to first, right? To me, in a nutshell, it's unfair lah. To me lah. Not because you don't love yourself enough, but like maybe it's because of what I've been through. But like every time when I put myself in front, it turns out to be me being selfish. Kau faham tak? And maybe it's because aku tak tahu the line, atau whoever that I've known tak tahu the line between loving yourself and giving too much to yourself.
Yes.
Right? But to
Betul.
me, I feel baseline, if you love yourself, maybe the person don't understand how to love themselves. That's why they try
Probably.
to love other people.
Yeah.
Pada aku, there's always a limit to everything tau. Okay? Like selalu mesti ada batas to certain things, even when it comes to this topic when loving yourself. But pada aku juga, going back, sabar, kalau aku masih ingat lagi apa Fatimah cakap, kita tak salahkan diri dia pasal tak sayang diri dia kalau dia tak kalau dia involved in a domestic violence. Betul? Tadi kau cakap gitu kan?
Kita tak salahkan diri dia apa-apa. Saya tongue
Like
twister.
kalau dia involved in a domestic violence, kita tak salahkan diri dia pasal tak hargai diri dia.
Yeah, it's not her fault that because she doesn't know her worth lah.
Pada aku, it's one of the root of the problem. Pada aku.
Yeah,
I mean,
faham.
for my POV.
It's not fair, no, by the way.
I mean,
who are we to say that she doesn't love herself? Who are we to say that she doesn't? Since there's so many other people, let's just talk about Leslie, okay? For example, we'll go back to this topic for a while. Who are we to say that the reason why she has been accepting all this abuse from her husband is the cause because of that is because she doesn't love herself enough to leave him.
Pada aku, dia
It's not
sayang
fair,
diri
it's not
dia.
fair.
Dia pandang, okay, to you
We
it's
are
not
not,
fair. To you it's not fair, but to me it's obvious. Okay, kau sayang diri kau, okay. Tapi kalau kau betul sayang diri kau, the first time benda laki kau pukul kau would have reported this because kau nampak harga diri kau macam mana.
Okay.
Kau nampak. Yeah, so dia tak hargai diri dia lebih. Kalau macam aku cakap tadi, kalau dia betul sayang diri dia lebih, according to macam kalau kau cakap it's not fair. Kalau betul benda from the first incident where allegedly kau cakap this not the first time dia kena pukul.
Yep.
The first time dia kena pukul, sepatutnya dia dah report. Kalau dia betul sayang diri dia and want to get away of this, that's the action that she have taken. Okay.
Risky line, aku will agree to disagree. Risky line, but okay.
Okay.
Kau nak cakap apa?
Okay.
Because aku ni.
Okay. So basically, what we are trying to say is, when kita setuju tak setuju, right? We have different opinions. But when it comes to domestic violence, there is no tolerance for it. Any physical abuse,
Betul.
mental abuse,
Betul.
seek help. There's
Yes.
no tolerance,
Yes.
zero tolerance. So seek help, get as much help as you can. And we know you're in a difficult position. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
Dia tak senang macam besok terus, okay, aku
Of course.
tinggalkan dia. No, okay, we understand that part.
Yes.
But we are also trying to say that there are causes and reactions.
Betul.
We are also saying that if you don't do something early enough, you'll be in a worse off situation. So that is one of the things that kita setuju or tak setuju, that whether you should take the first step the first time, or whether you should wait until kau betul-betul tak boleh tahan, macam like what's happening to Leslie, dah teruk terbaring ke hospital, then she like had to go and make a report,
Yes,
which
correct.
is definitely the best move lah kan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ultimately, walaupun kita kalau nampak, kita tentunya kita ada orang kata pandangan masing-masing,
Of course,
but
of
that
course,
doesn't mean, I mean it's professional pandangan, it's not personal. Tapi apa pun kita nak reach out to semua, and especially those people who are involved with domestic violence. Kita nak korang tahu yang ada pertolongan.
Of course.
Okay, ada badan-badan yang akan bantu korang. You know, kalau korang ada masalah sekali apa-apa pun, okay, jangan simpan pada diri korang. Okay, you guys can reach out to your close friends, to your close family members, you know, because your welfare and your well-being is one of the priority that you should put in front. Okay?
Yeah, correct. So like, I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, you are not alone. Keep that in mind.
Correct.
You may be a husband, right?
Betul.
Because domestic violence, right? You may be your husband, but do remember that outside of your direct family, you still have your direct family, like your parents,
Yes.
your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your family, extended family, whatsoever. Please go and talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Alright, and with that,
Dah habis
we
Dah
are
tak ada lagi ke?
wrapping
Tak
up.
ada lagi Okay kan.
And
Okay, just
we
follow us
gonna
on Instagram.
See you next week. Follow us on
Yes.
Instagram.
Kalau korang nak apa-apa topik kita nak berbualkan, just DM kita.
Lontarkan lah.
Lontarkan, tag us, on our Setuju Tak Setuju punya IG, or you can DM us personally, then we'll bring it up,
Yeah.
So, Haziq Halim,
Fatimah.
Haziq Aiman.
itu Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Okay, so today we are gathered here untuk berbual dengan our first, kan Haziq, kita punya first sponsor out of the 5. Kita nak berbual dengan satu dulu.
Betul.
None other than Fatimah.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Fatimah.
Okay, macam gitulah dia hai.
Ada kan?
Okay.
Itu je.
So Fatimah, boleh tak kau
dia?
cerita sikit kau buat apa sebenarnya?
Okay, so basically I'm doing property, real estate in Singapore.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Singapore.
So as of now, I'm definitely more actively doing HDB and
Okay.
also private launches. New launches. Sorry.
Private launches maksud
New launches of condos.
condos. Oh,
Yeah,
ingat
and
rumah
also-
sebuah.
Oh, insyaAllah doakan.
Amin.
And also resale condos. So
Okay.
technically for us, when the opportunity comes, we just jump on it, and then
Okay, of course.
that's where we assist our clients lah. Kadang-kadang kita tak tahu bila the landed house will turun, like
Betul.
become our
Betul,
rezeki lah,
betul.
insyaAllah. Yeah, so basically as of now masih HDB and condos. So it's a very wide
Array
market
of
segment.
choices. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
market segment. Yeah.
Okay.
Macam ada question dia? Nak tanya
Aku
juga?
nak tanya.
Okay,
Apa yang tanya tunggu ni?
Tu dah. Kacau lah muka kita.
Wow. So kau more to macam klien beli rumah cari kau ataupun klien nak jual rumah cari kau?
Okay, so Alhamdulillah when I first started, I have friends. When you first start, it's difficult lah. I'm not going to paint a beautiful picture sebab I know there are friends who are still trying to pass the exams right now. The exams is a whole different story tau.
I heard it's a
It's a tough
process,
industry, tough exam, but passing the exam is just one obstacle, one challenge. After that, moving forward, macam-macam lagi lah challenges that you'll face. So when I first started, you have all your warm leads, and Alhamdulillah, I have a very supportive group of friends who engage me for my services. So dorang, because my age group semua kan tengah rumah BTO kan, so MOP and all that. So bila rumah dorang MOP, I advise them what's the best step moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah, and then again, it's not one mold fits all. They all have different requirements.
Situational basis lah.
Yeah, correct. So ada nak rumah besar, ada nak
Course.
rumah a specific area, ada nak macam tak payah besar sangat because they want to have a sustainability that's better for their family lah. Yeah, and then
Oh sorry tadi tak angkat tangan. Ingat cikgu sekejap
okay,
Sorry. So berbual pasal rumah kan. Kita macam most of them different.
Tanya. Nak beli rumah.
dah nak kahwin?
Tak.
Boleh main kompang
bukan,
sendiri.
Bukan.
Aku ada.
Saya tahu.
Okay, apa.
Tapi okay, like for people who want to, maybe some of them want a change of they want nak tukar rumah atau dia nak beli rumah.
Okay.
So let's just start since my age group orang baru nak kahwin.
Betul.
Yeah, what is your advice for people yang baru kahwin ni? Diorang what is dia punya
next step?
Yeah, not the next step. Kalau because kalau diorang nak beli rumah, what is the criteria for them? Macam what was the checklist? What do they have
Faham.
to?
So okay, as of now especially during COVID period kan, the people that having most problems and troubles kan financing the house is the first time buyers. Sebab they don't have the cash proceed from the selling to help them with the buying, right?
Kita tak ada duit roll lah.
Dia tak ada duit untuk roll. So for first time buyers, Alhamdulillah the government has helped out a lot. You have grants up to 160,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Haziq. Okay, sorry.
Okay. So you have CPF housing grant, you have the enhanced housing grant, and you also have the proximity housing grant. Kalau you tinggal dekat dengan parents, right? So all that totals up to 160,000 maximum.
Okay.
Which means there is income criteria. There is also there's
Dia tak
eligibility
senang-
Dia tak
senang-senang
sesenang gitu
gitulah.
dapat 160. But if you are doing well, if you are working 3 months consecutively,
Kira
for
payslip lah. Payslip
you have to have
CPF
3 months
contribution.
consecutive payslip.
Okay.
That is for the loan aja.
Okay.
Okay, the HDB loan. But if you want
HLE tu.
pandainya.
Alamak.
Wow. Agent ke?
Agent ke?
I'm diam.
Tak ada apa?
Okay. So if you want to finance using a loan, you have to have a 3 months pay slip.
Okay.
Don't get confused with the grant.
There you go. I was just gonna ask, what's the difference between grant dengan loan?
Okay, loan kena bayar balik.
Okay.
Grant the
Kira
government
barang
give
free
it.
lah.
But grant,
free,
okay.
grant.
Grant the government give to you,
Subject.
and how they give to you, they disburse it into your CPF account.
Okay.
From your CPF account,
Minus
then you
off
deduct the financing of the house,
Okay.
which means it's subjected to accrued interest also.
Oh.
So when you want to sell your house balik in
Dia ambil balik
future,
Tak.
government tak ambil balik,
Kena bayar
but you have
levy.
to tak.
Tak boleh lebih semarang je aku.
Sarah.
Bayar levy will be a different topic totally. So kalau you nak jual rumah and beli lepas tu, all this grant will have to go back into your CPF plus the accrued interest before you can get your cash proceed.
So
So
okay.
that's the
misal
part yang
kata-
diorang kata government ambil balik, but actually tak ambil balik.
Okay,
It
so
goes
misal
back-
kata if the government gives you 200,000 for example, tak banyak sangat tu. Sorry.
170, 150 lah,
150 lah. 150,000 in terms of grants. Okay. This grant will be put into your
CPF
CPF.
first.
You use it to buy your house.
Correct.
Then once you sell your house, for example, you
Yeah.
sell the house at 200,000.
Uh-uh.
You put it back into your
The 150
goes back, you only get
Uh-huh.
50,000.
Correct.
Okay.
Dah boleh pas dah.
Faham.
Dah boleh beli
Saya
rumah.
actually agent. Saya actually
Dah boleh
agent.
pas.
Ah.
Dah
Tapi
boleh.
okay, then untuk loan, how is the paying scheme like?
Okay, jap. Grant belum habis. So for
Grant,
grant,
sorry,
right,
sorry.
you need to be continuously employed for 12 months.
Okay.
So kalau you tak ada pay
Oh.
slip for 12 months, you're not eligible for the grant.
So 3 months for loan, 12 months for grant.
Correct. So
Okay,
I've
faham.
had first time buyers yang dia tak ada 12 months punya pay slip.
So tak dapat
So
grant
I
lah.
cannot calculate the grant for them because high chance they're not going to get it lah.
Tapi diorang dapat tak?
Tak dapat lah.
Oh,
Because
kesian.
they only can apply for their loan, tapi the grant tak dapat, so it's not enough to finance. Like even that time COVID tu, rumah semua harga tinggi-tinggi, right? So you
Yeah,
will
right.
need the grant.
So it doesn't matter how much your CPF is, so long ada CPF of 12 full months, you
Eligible for the grant.
eligible for the grant.
But berapa-
I correct
berapa dapat
the
tu?
sentence. The 12 months is just for the grant. Your CPF still matters.
Yes.
Yalah, as in meaning to say, so long you have a solid flow of income, a solid flow of CPF money
contributions.
going to your CPF,
Uh-huh.
you for 12 straight months you can be eligible for the
For the
grant.
grant in a way.
It doesn't
yes.
matter the amount.
Tak kisah
It
lah.
doesn't matter.
It's just that kalau
okay.
There's an income cap.
Okay,
So
see that's
certain,
where
yeah,
it is.
so
Okay,
that's your
okay.
question, right? So
Mm.
there's a table, right? Certain income will get this amount of grant, and this amount of income will get
okay,
this
faham,
amount of grant for the
faham.
enhanced
So
housing
kalau safe
grant.
to say, the higher the money in from your CPF, the
Yeah.
bigger your grant is. Is that safe to say?
Macam mana tu?
In a way, actually for grant, the lower it is, the higher grant you get.
Okay, it makes
because
sense
it
lah.
helps
Like
to
orang yang lagi
finance.
memerlukan lah.
Tapi kalau untuk loan terbalik,
Okay,
the lower
yeah,
your
that would make
income,
sense,
the
yeah,
lower loan, because you have to pay back.
Yes,
It's
correct.
sustainability.
Dia tak tally lah.
Okay, so for loan pula macam mana? Macam how is the repaying scheme like for loan?
Depends lah. So
Depends.
for HDB right now is still at
25 years.
2.5% punya interest tau.
Okay.
So for HDB is still on interest basis, and it's fixed interest. So it depends on how much loan you need. Then they will charge the interest based on it, and the price of the house. So all that have to be calculated. It's not a
Okay.
one mold fit all lah.
Okay, faham.
Alright, so okay. Akhir
Yeah,
kata
2.5
untuk
basis.
orang yang kenapa alah. Okay, dah. Okay. Okay, so akhir kata Fatimah kepada mereka di luar sana, macam mana nak hubungi kau, macam mana, kenapa diorang patut ambil kau sebagai ejen hartanah diorang?
Okay, so I know semua tengah risau pasal harga rumah tengah melambung, and then the government introduce measures kan. Tapi jangan risau, we have already understand the measures. Kita dah cuba fahamkan, dan we know what we can do to assist all of you. So call saya, contact, DM, anything. Facebook and Instagram with Fatimah Fakhruddin Properties. TikTok will be Agent Fat, and my number is 9235-0650.
9235
0650.
0650. Lain kali aku cakap first, kau cakap yang second bit, okay?
Sekali lagi.
Nombor saya
9235.
0650.
bagus kanak-kanak ni.
Ada.
So kalau korang ada sembarang soalan, boleh saja hubungi Fatimah. InsyaAllah dia akan mengendalikan segala permintaan korang.
Betul. Okay, with that, thank you very much. We'll see you again.
Ciao. Ciao.